Good morning. Good morning. How are we this morning? How are we doing? Where are you tuning from? It's been such an amazing, 2 weeks. It's been a busy week, globetrotting. Just want to be grateful for the successful launch of the amazing book, Boardroom to Bedroom. In South Africa, we had, amazing time. In South Africa, people just bought into the vision. We did the launch, and the dinner was very successful. And then on Saturday, on the 3rd, we now had the launch of the first ever Real Woman Summit. And these people are not joking. Next year, they want to bypass the numbers. They want to pass the numbers for Zambia. So, Zambians, you've got to pull up your socks. South Africa is coming hot. And it's just such an honor that most of the countries have opened up for me to go and do the book launch. So we are just getting ready for Malawi. Malawi is 20th and 21st of September. We are going to do the launch of the Boardroom to Bedroom and also the launch of Real Woman Summit. We will be running them yearly. And with the moment we are done with Malawi, we are going to Zimbabwe. And Zimbabwe is on the 4th and 5th of October. I was looking at the calendar. I'm like, oh, the year is already gone. The year is already gone. Remember, we've been preparing, for the second half of the year. We've been running series, in preparation for the, second year. But here we are. October is just now. We will be doing the launch in Zimbabwe. And just a week after that, on the 19th, we transition to Namibia, where we are also going to have the launch and just get to celebrate. Botswana is calling. I don't know which week to put Botswana, and they are ready to launch, but I just don't know what to do. My weekends are gone because apart from the launch of the book and the summits, I'm also running boot camps, in these countries. So we have boot camp in Malawi, we have boot camp in South Africa. And so it's jam packed. The year is jam packed. How are you doing with your year? What is happening? Just go in the chat and just let me know what's going on with you. How is it? Is it busy? Is it slow? How is business going? What is happening to your weekends? Are they all taken, or do you need to tag along? Because sometimes it's basically also partnerships where you can just get to partner with us. I see my son Josh. You really outplayed yourself, son. In South Africa, you ran around and delivered. Well done, well done. Just a proud mother here. I sometimes blush, just to have amazing children that God has, blessed us with. So, yeah, what is going on? What is going on? Let's just warm up in the chat room and let me know what's happening to you. How are your weekends? What is going on? Are you busy? Those who are in farming, how is it? What's happening in farming? Those who are in trading, what is going on? Those who are in network marketing, how is the business? Are things happening? Have we settled? Yes, I see you, Lukundo. How is it going? Lukundo is coming to Namibia. She has indicated she's fallen in love with Namibia. I have a number of PLD members that are just choosing. Some of them will go with me to Malawi, some Zimbabwe, others Namibia. And now Botswana is cooking. I don't know what's going to happen. We are going to have some team there. So what's happening? What's happening? Yes, I see all of you. Pardon me, I'm just recovering from a very bad flu, but I'm good. All right. So today, I just want to build on the encouragement that I've been making, from July when we've been talking about the conclusion of the year and things that are supposed to happen. And today, I just want to build on relationships because I think I've seen that if you really, really, trade well, if you really work well with people that you meet, a lot of things get to change. So, relationships as one of the keys to success. Relationships as one of the things you are going to critically look at, even as you are concluding this particular year. I just want you to do an assessment of the type of relationships that you have. I have taught this before. I'm going to repeat about how that when I came in contact with a particular scripture in the book of Matthew, chapter number 16, I think verse 24, where Jesus is saying that, do you want to follow me? Okay, do you want to follow me? That particular scripture, the following aspect in that particular scripture has to do with you discovering and finding the reason for your walk, for your daily walk, why you were born, that particular purpose. I'm big when it comes to helping people to find their space, finding the reason why they were born. And therefore, it is paramount to know if you want to follow Christ, in other words, this thing that you were born to do, this thing that made you to cry, that particular day, this thing that made you to be counted amongst the living. I wrote yesterday that there is no person, um, every person, actually wrote it in this way, every person was born as a public speaker. Every one of you who is alive listening to me, you were born as a public speaker. In other words, you were born talking. You were born announcing yourself. You were born talking about who you are. You cried out so that they can score you amongst the living. That is why you spoke out. So anything that is coming to depress you, anything that is, making you not to survive or to speak out, that which is causing to withdraw, no, because of what I've gone through, let me withdraw, or because of this that is going on, I want you to know it is a lie from the pit of hell. From the day you came out of your mother's womb, you need to learn to speak out. You need to learn to come out of that place that has, suppressed you, because you were born speaking and defending yourself. You were born wanting to be known, wanting to be counted, wanting to someone to buy into you as the child that has been born. So now, in doing so, he says, follow me. Okay, is there somebody who wants to follow me? There are rules of following. If you want to grow your brand, there are certain rules that you need to follow, or there are certain principles that you need to follow through. And he says, the first thing you need to do is deny yourself. What does denial really talk about in this particular scripture? Denial has to do with you getting rid of things that have overwhelmed you, information that does not, speak into your future. Some of us, there's been information that we got when we were growing up, information we got when we were in school, information we got that has actually suppressed our reasoning. So you've got to deny certain things. You've got to deny things that are stopping you from getting hold of this thing that God has given to you to run with, that which makes you to be alive. There has to be some form of denial. In denial also, there has to be certain things that you need to suffer. What do I mean? For example, last night, the moment I finished doing 2 sessions, okay, I was teaching 2 sessions, public speaking session. If you're not part of that session, you are missing out, because people have never heard public speaking taught in the manner I'm teaching it. Okay, I'm building, a group of people that will be traveling with. I'll be slotting out people. If we are going to a particular country, 3, 4 people from PLD go there, 3 people from where go this. So we are building that team. Now, immediately after I finished teaching, then when I finished public speaking, I also started teaching business development. After that, okay, I'm just healing from bad flu, okay, because I needed to decongest my chest. Denial of self is where you deny yourself of certain things, like wanting to go sleep immediately after teaching. I had to join physical fitness. That is denial of self. You need to deny yourself from certain appetites. Deny yourself from certain eggs and chips and chickens and Hungry Lion and KFC. Deny yourself from cravings. Deny yourself from certain things that are not adding value to the brand you want to build. That is very important for what you need to do. Deny yourself. You want to follow through this thing. You want to grow your brand. You want to become, a sought after speaker. You want to become a sought after, person. You've got to deny yourself of certain things that are not really contributing to the future you want to see. Remember, I'm talking about the power of relationships. And therefore, in order for you to thrive in these particular relationships, there has to be certain parts of you that has to be denied so that you can allow other people in your life to speak into you. And then it says, after denial, the second thing is take up, pick up, pick the cross, take up. In other words, there has to be some action. You need to implement some actions in what you want to achieve. What actions are you going to implement? What is it that you are going to set yourself to start doing? What is it that you are going to tell yourself you've got to do this? You need to take up. It's your responsibility. Responsibility is ability to respond to what is going on. You see that your finances are not okay. You see that you are failing to thrive in this particular relationship. There is need for you to take up responsibility in the way you relate with particular people that have costed you heartbreaks. There is a way you need to take up responsibility. Take up responsibility. You cannot keep on blame shifting, blaming the other. The moment you get hold of taking responsibility and taking up this thing that you want to run with, you have started your life. Take up your cross. Take up your cross. Be totally responsible over your future. You are not going to change your future if you are not going to be responsible over things you are supposed to be acting upon. There is a way you need to start disciplining yourself in taking up such type of responsibilities of I cannot go and just buy. Now I need to start serving and serving and serving. It's taking up responsibility. So take up your cross. Now, when you have picked up this cross, listen to me, this is a forever cross you have to move with every day of your life. Beginning today, if you don't have these three types of relationships, this is the day to start putting it in order. Because in order for you to succeed in life, you've got to have these three types of relationships. The first relationship that is cardinal in picking up the cross, just the way the cross is the short part of the cross. And I want to make emphasis here because most of you, your lives are not happening. Things are not going on the way they're supposed to go on because you undermine the taking up of the cross and really paying attention to these three parts of relationships that you are supposed to undertake in your life. Some of you simply say, I have these relationships, but are you intentional? Okay, are you intentional in actually utilizing these relationships or partnerships? So, the top part of the cross, which is short, that piece of the cross which is short, that is where the head of a person leans on. The head leans on that piece of the cross, meaning this particular relationship has to speak to your brain, has to speak to bring wisdom. This particular part of the relationship is not interested in your emotional tantrums. This particular relationship protrudes to see your future. So they watch your future. They see your greatness beyond what is going on with you. These are called mentors. These are called leaders. These are called people that you look up to. Who do you look up to? Who do you look up to? Who is your mentor? Who do you look up to? Who is your leader? Who is your spiritual leader? Who is your business leader? Who is your relationship leader in your life? You see why things are happening the way they are? There is no person who's speaking into your brain. There's no person who is challenging you. And when I say um, 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 mentor, business mentor, and I'm not talking about people you just admire on social media. I am talking about accountability. I'm talking about you being accountable to these particular individuals, whoever you have. You need to be accountable to them. They are not the one to pursue you. You are the one who has to pursue them. That is why in the ratios that have been teaching, you need to communicate 80%. In other words, you've got to initiate communication with the people you look up to 80% times. So if it's 10 times in a year, 10 times in a week, 10 times in a month, or whatever it is that you have as a program, 80% of those times should be initiated by you. You've got to pursue your mentor and you have to have an agenda. What is it that you want to gain out of this particular individual? Power of partnerships will lead you to greatness. Power of partnerships, that is good partnerships, will get you into destinations you never thought you could. When you get to understand the level at which you need to relate with this particular piece of the cross where you are leaning your head on, I need you to know that you have to be intentional. There has to be transparency. You've got to speak truth, because if you tell half truth, the mentor will advise you with your half truth. Be transparent, be naked, bring yourself into the place where you can be rebuked without being injured. Let me tell you something. One of the signs to show that the person has ceased to be your mentor or your leader is when you take offense. When you start taking offense to what somebody is saying to you, rebuking you, correcting you, just know, drop that relationship. The relationship has come to an end. They can no longer lead you to your destination, because the moment you are picking up offense, the moment you begin to pick up that anger and remember, they can pick it. And as a result, they cannot guide you further, because the moment they want to correct you and lead you into your place of greatness and you are picking up offenses, they cannot then help you. They can't help you. Look for another person that you are going to respect. Look for another person that you are going to sit under and really look up to the wisdom that they need to bring in your life. That is the short piece that you need. Please take an assessment. In this last, we are about to enter. We've gone. We are in August. We are going to September, October, November. The month, the year is gone, my friend. So you cannot actually not be too sure of who is mentoring you. You cannot live a life without proper, knitted, close mentorship. You can't. Every person who has succeeded, there are people they look up to. They've got what I call a shut up voice. Who is a shut up voice in your life? Who is a shut up voice in your life? Who? When they speak, you will know that you've got to shut up. When they speak, you will know that, you've got to listen. Who is it? Do an assessment. And if you do not have, it is time. I encourage you. Take up your cross. Take up, deny yourself. You are too full of yourself. There's too much of you alive. Okay. The second piece is the width. So the cross has got the width. And the width is important because these are competitive relationships. These are your peers. These are people that inspire you by the things that they are doing. These are people that are helping you to really remain focused because they are challenging you to do more. So if your friend can, achieve to keep 2,000 chickens and you are keeping 500, you tell yourself, if my friend can do 2,000, I think I can manage. Not being jealousy, but having that push. Because some of you hang around friends that don't challenge you. This is why there's no challenge in your life. You are the same yesterday, today, and forever. Because no one is challenging your status quo. You need friends. When you meet them, when they start mentioning figures, you're like, what? In this same Zambia? You need friends when they are talking to you about how they are looking after their homes, how they are looking after their families, how they are looking after their spouses. You like, how? You mean you work, you work and you can cook for your spouse? Those are friends you need. Some of you have got stinky friends, friends who pull you out of your destiny, friends who talk you out of your marriage, friends who talk you out of being a good wife, out of being a good husband. You need to cut off. That is why deny yourself of that sensation to listen to wrong, advice. There are some people you've got to cut off. You need friends that are challenging you. If your friend is making it, if your friend is doing it, and you can sit with them, that competitiveness is not the negative one. That competitiveness brings a certain age and, cuts deep to you to say, look, oh my God, my friend is doing this. My friend Walker, you know, accountability partner. If my friend is managing to wake up in the morning to exercise, what am I doing in bed? What am I doing in bed? You do not have friends that are challenging you. This is why you sleep to death. You don't have friends that are challenging you. This is why you cannot start a business because around the friends you have, nobody has started a successful business. Nobody has started a successful business. You need to be friends with friends who are talking about government bonds. I bought a farm, 100 hectares. I bought this. Those are types of friends. Can we take up a trip? We go to Northern Province. We go and buy land. Those are friends, not friends who are telling you, let's go drink it. Where are we spending weekend? Oh, is that how he treated you? Me, I don't like a man to treat me like that. Those type of friends will destroy, okay, will destroy your life. Competitive friends, inspirational friends. How many do you have? Don't have too many. That is why the short piece for mentors, short piece. Even this one shouldn't be too many. Those people that inspire you shouldn't be too many. Be selective. Love your life now. Love your life, that you've got to be selective. People that, can inspire your life. People that, because as they are talking, as you are hanging around, you are sipping coffee, whatever it is whatever time you are spending with an individual, listen to me. Ask yourself, what value is this person adding to my life? What value is this person adding to my life? This is what will lead you to be selective in who you are hanging around with. Why would you want to spend time, okay, with somebody for 2 hours and it's not fruitful? So that is the width, okay? The third and final relationship you are supposed to, it's a must have. The longer piece of the cross talks about people that are looking up to you. My friend, your purpose only thrives if if you have people that look up to you. Who are you mentoring? Please name the people you are mentoring deliberately. Who are you mentoring? Those are the ones that will help you to innovate. Those are the ones that will help you to think about new things. This is why one moment, I'm thinking, okay, let's do public speaking. Let me teach people how to do public speaking. One moment I go to some, LinkedIn, pages. I see some people have been absent. I'll send a message, you've been absent. It's been 2 weeks, you haven't posted anything. Are you there? Is it happening? They help me to be alert, to be awake. The beauty of mentoring people is what causes you to keep thinking and challenging yourself. I was listening to one of the young ladies who is started some farming, and her story is amazing. She's a retired teacher. She worked, I think, for 13 years. I was listening to her. She worked for 13 years and resigned, went into farming. She farms, onions, tomatoes, and everything. When she started mentioning the figures, my friend, and what she's doing in Chibombo there, I'll be going there. It's a challenge for me as a mentor. And then, as though that is not enough, she's not into any engineering, nothing. She has a construction company. My friend, when she started announcing the deals they have and where they are building, I asked her, I said, is your partner, into engineering? Says, no, we hire engineers. My friend, those are people that you are mentoring, that challenges you. They challenge me to do more, to do better. So if I'm mentoring such type of people, my friend, you think I need to sit idle, not to improve my life? So mentees challenge your life. Mentees grow you. Mentees cause you to innovate, help you to innovate, because you cannot remain just with one brand of Coca-Cola. People get fed up with routine. Okay? People get fed up with routine. So the end of this year, we are traveling, in our team. As a mentor, I had to think, what can we do that is exciting? What can we do that it can bring, more value to my team? That's what being a mentor does. You keep on rising. You've got to keep on changing, innovating, being strategic in the things that you're doing. I need to carry a team to Malawi. I need to carry a team to Zimbabwe. I need to carry a team to Namibia, to Botswana. That is innovation. I'm innovating. We are now launching Real Women Summit. We've run Real Women Summits for 5 years. Look at what has happened. In this year, 2024, we are launching in different countries. That is what mentorship does. When you're mentoring people, there is a way you innovate and duplicate your life. Listen to me. If you die, okay, if you die, and that which you are, you've never deposited in any person, you did not live. You did not live. I like saying this, you need to live beyond your tombstone. What do they say when you die? Carry that cross. Ensure these three relationships are intact, because it is the value in these three relationships will bring increase. As you look up to somebody in that particular piece of the cross, they are talking into your brain. They are speaking into you, giving you wisdom. You are running to them. As you hang around your friends, they are inspiring you. There's competitive, advantage that you are gaining out of those relationships. As people are looking up to you and you are looking on them, you are looking on what more you need to do for them. That is where there is increase. If you're listening to me and you want to be part of our mentorship program, we have the 13th cohort starting on the 2nd of September. Please do tag along. You want to travel to these particular nations, please get in touch with the office, and we want to go. We are hiring buses. That's what we are going to do, going to Malawi. So please do get in touch with the office and let's go and make noise in Malawi. Do have an amazing day. Shalom, shalom.